Could the Tennessee Titans trying to get more depth at the edge rusher position? And could they be going after Kayvon Thibodeaux of the New York Giants? Welcome into Titans Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Brett Alper. At USA Today, they posted an article of the most realistic trades that could happen before the start of the 2025 NFL season. And one of them, it was Kayvon Thibodeaux to the Titans. Now, my initial thoughts are, well, that's a little intriguing. I think the Titans could use a lot more depth in at the edge rusher position with Sebastian Joseph Day, with Lorenzo Carter, with Femi Oladejo and Draymond Jones, but they need a guy that's going to be that person, and Kayvon Thibodeaux could be that guy. Before we break it all down, I just thought I'd show you guys a little like goal for us. This is the most we've had in channel history. Total, 78,986. Almost 80,000, really close to 79,000. And this is how many likes we are to 80K, 1,014. So could we get to that goal with just this video? I know that 1,000 people are going to watch this. So if 1,000 people do and just hit that thumbs up icon, we can hit that goal right now. So go ahead. If you love the Titans and you're ready for training camp, go ahead and hit that like button right now. So let's talk about Kayvon Thibodeaux. I mean, he was a top 10 draft pick just a few years ago, but not really kind of played up to what we expect out of a really, really high first-round pick. I mean, you see the 2024 stats, 28 tackles, only 5.5 sacks, and we'll talk about it in this quote from Cory Woodroof. Like, he could be falling down the depth chart in New York. This is what Cory Woodroof of USA Today had to say. He said, the Titans need an ace pass rusher to help lead the Cam Ward era. Yeah, you do. And Thibodeaux may fall to a rotational role in New York with Abdul Carter and joining Brian Burns off the edge. Tennessee could send a package of picks to the Giants and secure Thibodeaux as the team's new top edge rusher. It would be a big swing for the Titans team that isn't guaranteed to be competitive in 2025, but a quick Ward ascent could leave Tennessee hoping it did more to address its defense to complement a rising offense. And when I think about this, yeah, it would help to get a great pass rusher so you're not putting as much pressure on Cam Ward and this offense to be better. You got to stay on the field, because if the defense doesn't stay on the field, you're getting Cam Ward back so quickly, he's going to get tired, and it's just not going to work out. So I think a trade could work, but there's a lot of things that I'll get into that really kind of just, I really don't know about it. But I'll ask you guys, would you trade for Kayvon Thibodeaux? Go down in the comments right now. There's probably going to be an ad break when this is happening. So while that's happening, go down, type Y for yes, or type N for no. They call Kayvon Thibodeaux a really, really good pass rusher, but being that high of a draft pick, he's really underperformed. Coming out of Oregon, you thought he was going to be one of the top edge rushers in football, a guy that was going to be top 5 competing with these great players in the NFL, such as Myles Garrett, such as TJ Watt, such as Trey Hendrickson, to be that top guy in the NFL. But throughout his career, it just hasn't really worked out. I mean, only 12 games, I'll get it. You didn't play in 5 of them, but 28 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, 5.5 sacks. And when you did play a full season, 11.5, you looked really good in 2023. But your rookie year, only 4 sacks. He just hasn't performed to the par and what we expect out of such a high draft pick. He would, though, I mean, if we talk about the Titans here, who really don't have a lot of depth, he would still be an upgrade to this edge room. I mean, you signed Lorenzo Carter, who could clearly and clear as day be a cut candidate as we move into training camp, and you re-sign Sebastian Joseph Day. You get Draymond Jones, but Draymond Jones, is he truly an edge guy? I don't know. He's played interior his entire career, and he just moved to the outside and didn't really perform up to par with the Seattle Seahawks, and that's why they got rid of him. And I think that he could have a bounce-back year, but you need that true edge rusher. And one guy that I really think could be that true edge rusher is the guy you drafted in the second round, Femi Oladejo. The only problem is he hasn't signed his contract. And this is an ongoing situation. In his 1 year that he played edge at UCLA, you see the stats, 57 tackles, 4.5 sacks. He is a absolute behemoth on the field, 261 pounds, 6'3", but is he going to show up to training camp? We are getting closer and closer to big problems with all of the draft picks, not just Femi Oladejo. 30 out of the 32 second-round picks are still left unsigned. And now when rookies start reporting to training camp, like the Chargers rookie Trey Harris, as you see from this tweet from Ian Rappaport, he's holding out, all because of guaranteed money. He's pick 55. Oladejo was pick 52. And you got to think that if Trey Harris is not getting the money he wants, Oladejo's agent is telling him, yo, we have to get that same amount of money too. I think we should hold out. Like, this could get really bad for the Tennessee Titans, and this could get really bad for everybody in the NFL. Like, Jaden Higgins and Carson Schwarzenegger are the only two picks that have signed out of all the second-round draft picks, and they got fully guaranteed contracts. That's what this whole argument is about, fully guaranteed contracts. We had a whole video about it. I talked about it, but this could get really bad. And if Oladejo doesn't sign that contract by July 22nd, when the rookies report, I don't think that he is going to show up. Because if you don't have the contract signed, yeah, OTAs and minicamp he's participated in. But when you put on the pads, that's when the real time starts. You actually get full head-to-head contact. You can get hurt really easily. And if you're not getting paid, you're not going to show up to practice. But we will have you covered all throughout training camp. Titans training camp starts July 22nd. That's when the veterans and the rookies show up. It's not like these other teams where the rookies are showing up earlier. So for free coverage all throughout training camp, every single day, we are going to make a video for you guys. We are going to make a video if Femi Oladejo shows up, if he holds out. So make sure you subscribe to Titans Today by Chat Sports, because we have the best YouTube coverage all throughout the channel, all throughout Titans Nation, right here on Titans Today. So now back to Kayvon Thibodeaux. Like, if Femi Oladejo holds out, you're going to have a problem. You might need to go out and get another guy. That could be Tibbs. What would a trade look like for Kayvon Thibodeaux? Well, this is what USA Today gave as their trade offer for the edge rusher. A 2026 second-round pick and a 2027 third-round pick. And when I first look at this, that's like, oh my God, you are giving up your entire future. Like, Femi Oladejo was a second-round pick. That is a problem, and I don't really know if I'd make this trade for many reasons that I'll talk about. But before that, I'll ask you guys. You see that right there. You see second-round pick and third-round pick. Would you guys make this trade? Would you throw away your future for the Tennessee Titans to get Kayvon Thibodeaux, to get your number one edge rusher? Type T for trade or type P for pass down in the comments right now. For me, I would easily just decline this. And I would decline it solely because we saw the stats, and I don't think that he's worth a second or third round pick. You have a high draft pick who's you expect to get 10 sacks per season, but when you look at Kayvon Thibodeaux and he's only giving you 5.5 sacks, like, he has yet to prove that he is an elite player. And then you're going to give up your future in second round and third round picks. So what are we doing here? And not to mention, right after the Giants drafted Abdul Carter, Joe Sheen, he picked up Kayvon Thibodeaux's fifth-year contract option. So that means that he's going to be under contract until 2027. So if you trade him, you have him under this until 27. So you have a 26th and a 27th round pick that you're throwing away. So you have Kayvon Thibodeaux for 2 years. Well, me personally, seeing what Mike Borgonzi's plan is and how he's kind of addressed free agency, how he's addressed the draft, it is probably a 3 to 4 year process for the Tennessee Titans. So you have Kayvon Thibodeaux for 2 years. Do you think you're going to be contenders in these next 2 years? No, I don't think so. So if you don't want to sign Tibbs to an extension after that 2027 year when he is going to be a free agent, you just wasted 2 high second-round picks or second and third-round picks for absolutely nothing. If you let Kayvon Thibodeaux walk, you just lost your future. So what are we doing here? Like, the Titans are 2 years away. Let's just be honest here. They're more than 2 years away. You could use that second and third round pick to get guys that are going to be on rookie contracts to develop and become that guy for a contender. Also, not a lot of cap space. Then you're going to have to you give Kayvon Thibodeaux a ton of money or you let him walk. I don't think so. So if you want some depth, you go out and you sign a veteran like some guys that are still available. I'm not going to say these guys are better than Kayvon Thibodeaux, Matthew Judon, Zadarius Smith, Jadeveon Clowney. Like, those are three guys that you could sign for low-end contracts that would help. Now, if you want to trade for Kayvon, you have to know that you're going to re-sign him. If not, you do not even come close to trading him. You also have $30 million in cap space, which helps to sign guys like Judon, Smith, or Clowney. I would stay with going with the depth piece and just get Femi Oladejo signed. If he wants the fully guaranteed, just give it to him. You got the money. He is a beast, and he's going to be a beast for the Tennessee Titans. Once again, before we get on out of here, let's get to 80,000 likes. We need 1,014. So I know all of you are not hitting that thumbs up icon. So go do that right now. And while you're down there, go ahead and hit that big red sub button and subscribe to Titans Today. I'm your host, Brett Alper. And as always, tighten up.